Hi everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood CPA Tobi Agbejimi, the lead accountant at Dover Tax and Accounting LLC, where we provide all year round tax and advisory support while planning for all of our clients all through the year, helping them to minimize their tax liability so that they can increase their profits and increase their portfolio, live the exact life they like to live, and spend their money wisely. Whatever I discuss here on Tobi Talks is part of the discussion we go over with our clients to ensure that we're not only providing them tax and advisory services, our advisory services goes deep into helping them to become also financially independent and financially stable. Today is another edition of Tobi Talks. You're up for savvy business strategies and tax math solutions. And on this session today, we are discussing the topic of savings. Guys, remember, the content of every episode of Tobi Talks is designed to help you, our viewers, our subscribers, our followers achieve financial freedom, financial literacy, which is not taught in school, by the way, reduce your debt, increase your savings, increase your investment so you can have multiple streams of income, and ultimately save you in taxes. I know that resonates with you. Hit that subscribe button, press that notification bell. Make sure you like and share. You don't want to miss any session of Tobi Talks going forward. And please feel free to go back to the other sessions that we talked about. We talked about building credits, paying down your debt. We talked about using the debt snowball calculator. Don't miss out on all of those. They are very crucial foundation to the topic of today, which is savings. I know I talked to you about having an emergency savings account, and or you could also call it an opportunity savings account. So savings typically involves setting aside money for short-term goals or emergencies. You put in a little chunk of money somewhere so that you can use those to take opportunities when they come, or emergencies. And saving actually acts as your financial safety net. It provides security for you during unexpected circumstances, and it helps cater to your short-term needs. Like I said, it's totally about setting aside a portion of your income regularly, prioritizing yourself, prioritizing liquidity and stability over potential growth. The reason I say this is because when you are considering savings, your emphasis is actually not on the return that you get on the savings, because you and I definitely know that the returns that we receive on our savings account, like $1 here, one penny here and there, is ridiculously low. And that if you focus on that return, then you're missing the whole essence of having a savings account. What your emphasis here is with respect to the savings account is liquidity. You want to have that fund to dip in when that need shows up abruptly, when you're unprepared. And an habit of regular savings serves as a buffer against emergencies, such as medical expenses, car repairs. The other day, we had to do something on the car. It was totally unbudgeted for, but thanks to the savings account, we were able to take care of the unforeseen circumstances. Think about it, a sudden job loss. I said in my last video, the inventor of artificial intelligence is causing so many people to lose their jobs these days. What happens when you lose that job? If you don't have a savings account, or you keep pushing your savings goal to the future, and something happens, who would you depend on? That's why people get so miserable, because they don't have anything to fall back on. A very good family of mine lost his job for almost a year, and I was super proud of him, because no one in his sphere, except those that are super duper close to him, knew what has happened to him, because he had this habit of savings where he had saved enough, and for almost a year he survived paying bills, monthly bills of rent, living expenses, phone cards and all, with nobody knowing. I was challenged by his acts. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was like, if he can do it, then what am I doing for myself? And I'm going to talk to you, business owners. Many a times we're over there running our businesses every single day, putting ourselves in the back burner, not focusing on ourselves. We go, we spend, we get this money. We're paying all other people except yourself. You're paying all other people except yourself. And when anything happens, let's say there's a downtime on the business, or maybe your business is seasonal, there's a downtime during the business, or businesses are not forthcoming as it used to be, or you lost a major client, then you're stranded and you're looking for how to survive. It's now is the time to start setting money aside for any contingencies. And when you do that, when you have an habit of savings, you prevent reliance on high interest debt or depleting long-term investments prematurely. Again, if you don't have that savings, there is no way in the world you will not fall back on credit card debts. And you see that family member I talked to you about before, he never had a single debt. I know you probably are listening to me right now. I am so proud of you, but hey, it's not about him, it's about you and I. What can we do to get better? We learn every day. So don't even downplay the ability of savings to give you peace of mind and flexibility in navigating life's uncertainties without derailing your other financial goals. Savings are very instrumental in achieving short-term aspirations, such as you want to fund a dream vacation, you get right into savings. You want to purchase a new vehicle, you want to make a down payment. Remember, we said vehicle is part of reductive debt, not a productive debt. My pastor always says that he would never buy a car without having the money to purchase that car. He definitely understands the difference between having a good and a bad debt. Or maybe you also want to save towards making a down payment on a home. Of course, a home is a productive kind of debt, like we discussed in the first video. If you are just watching me again for the first time, please go to the first video on building a credit and paying down your debt, and get that information so that you can be up to speed with our topic of discussion. By setting aside funds specifically for these goals, like I said, purchasing a vehicle, going on a trip, making down payment on a home, you definitely avoid dipping into long-term investment prematurely, so that then you allow your long-term investment to continue their growth trajectory. Today, we're talking about savings for short-term purposes, not investment for long-term purposes. There is distinctions between that. One of the key attributes of savings is easy access to fund when needed. That's why our focus is on liquidity, the availability of the fund when you need it, not without you having to wait for market fluctuations. You're able to make a quick withdrawal without penalties. And that right there is the importance of having a savings account. One of the key attributes of savings is easy access to fund when needed. And like I said, that savings allows you for quick withdrawal without penalties or market fluctuations. The accessibility of your money for emergencies or opportunity expenses without waiting for market conditions helps savings to be very, very favorable. I'll tell you what I do for myself. I have an app on my phone. It's called the Acorns app. I'm sure there are so many other apps out there, but I have the Acorns app. You see, this is my app, it's downloading. And I use that to help me to save automatically by setting a withdrawal once a week for a specific amount. Because here's what I have learned over the years. Many people, when they come to file their taxes, when I was still doing just compliance, we discovered that at the end of the year, when they get that W-2, the huge amount, they start saying, I don't know where this all money goes. What did I do with the money? What did I do with the money? And I tell them all the time, you're not the first person saying, what did you do with the money? Because this is a common thing that happens to everyone if you don't have a savings account. With that Acorns app, you can build your Roth IRA account from within the app from scratch up. And a lot of people, especially business owners, don't make provisions for retirement. We get caught up sometimes in the day-to-day activities of our business and the inflow that is coming in, that sometimes the business owner is not thinking about what happens if I break a leg and I can't go to the office. How am I going to survive for those periods when I am on disability? Or maybe something just happens and you're not able to perform the same job function that you do, which is the life source of your business. So that's why I need my business owners, all of you, thinking about creating a short-term account and even a long-term account for retirement. Don't put your retirement aside. And with that comes investing, but you can at least start with a Roth IRA account, which is an account where you put your after-tax dollars and you can take that money in future tax-free. You're able to create a savings account even for your kids on the Acorn app and help them learn the financial education that the school system will never teach them. Another feature that you get with the Acorns app is this roundup. And I love that so much because when I go to the store and I buy something worth of maybe $1.75, the app rounds up because I've linked up my card to that account and the card to the Acorns app. It rounds up for the 25 cents and invest it on my behalf. It adds it to my investment account and it's invested on my behalf. So what that means is, as much as I'm making the stores richer, I am also making myself richer by the little bit. For those of you who drink coffee every day, you stop by a Starbucks every morning to get yourself a cup of coffee. It will be awesome if you have this kind of roundup, and then you would see how much you're able to ramp up. Sometimes $35 additional in a month. That's huge. So it helps you put it either in your savings account or your Roth account for every purchase, and that would also sometimes up your savings goal. They even offer rewards when you invite friends. So I'm going to be leaving my link in this video, where if you're subscribing to Acorn Afresh, please use my link because you get $5 deposited in your account. That free money it can grow into something, right? So, and they would give you also bonuses for inviting someone. So in my app today, it says we'll invest $1,001 into your invest account when you invite 4 friends to join. That's free money that would get in my account and grow. So I'm making this, when I make this post, I'll put my link there. You get that $5 extra for yourself as well. And then when you invite friends, you grow your fund. It helps you accelerate your movement to building that emergency fund that we talked about before, or even building a savings goal to go on vacation, to buy a new car, to buy your new home. Another great feature that I like with the Acorns app is this free money tool, where I can go to Apple, buy whatever I want to buy from Apple directly from the app, and they get 2.25% of whatever I spend invested in my Acorns account. I think that's huge. I can go to Bed Bath & Beyond and buy whatever lotion, whatever spray, whatever thing I want to buy, and Acorns app would invest 4% of whatever my purchase is into my account. The same thing goes for booking.com. You're going on a trip, you buy your stay from your hotel or your reservation from within the app, you get about 4% back. 2% back, whatever percentage it is. But hey, all I'm saying is it's cool ways to earn money while you save and while you're buying the things that you would have normally bought anyway with a different card. So look out for my link in the video whenever you're watching this. Make sure you use my link. All right, remember guys, the primary goal is for you to safeguard your principal amount, ensuring that it remains intact and readily available whenever you require it. The bedrock of savings is the fact that you're able to get the necessary stability and the peace of mind that you would require to weather life's uncertainties that comes usually without knocking. And then it helps fortify your financial foundation. It helps create you that security, accessibility, and stability. Remember, prioritizing your savings goal today secures your tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in with me. Check out our website, doballc.com and academy@doballc.com. For those of you who are looking to become an accountant or looking to have tax services, we have an online course for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you always, and stay blessed.